motorcycle boots and a black leather jacket with an eagle on the back. He had a hot popsicle that took off like a gun. That fool was the terror of Highway 101. Yeah.
Hey, here we are again, still Steeds Motorcycle Magazine. I know you missed me. Got a few things to run past you. That's pretty darn good news. I hope you can hear with the air conditioner running here. But anyway, I talked to Bill at Bill's old bike barn because I wanted to make sure his museum was still gone, as it has been. It's in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. That's the eastern side of Pennsylvania, which isn't as good as the western side, but it's still really, really good. And Bill's museum is excellent. If you haven't been there, you gotta go. $10 a person to get in, and trust me, you'll get your $10 worth. It's really cool. Has a lot of bikes, a lot of really cool cars. I used to joke and say that someday I was going to own a Rolls-Royce pickup truck. And I didn't think there was such a thing. Well, Bill has one, a Rolls-Royce pickup truck. Really, really sweet. I think they said it was used as like a funeral car, but don't quote me on that. But it's white, badass. And the bikes he got some really sweet machines. Mostly American and a few German machines. But don't go nowhere. I'm going to turn this air conditioner off. Wow, that was really professional. But hey, here at still Steeds Motorcycle Magazine, we're always professional. But anyway, I hope you can hear me a little bit better. And I'll sit here and sweat just for you guys. But getting back to Bill's bike barn, mostly American stuff, some German stuff. This was a shame. He had a German so-called Nazi banner laying across one of the German war bikes, and some clown bitched about it. Bill should have just said, right there. But for some reason he didn't, so the flag isn't displayed with the bike anymore, which is a shame. Political correctness gone amok. But anyway, Bill's is open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's only $10. It's in Bloomsburg, PA. It's right behind Bill's Custom Motorcycles. That's Bill's other business. When you pull up to the place, you'll see two dinosaurs there. Not real dinosaurs. They're ceramic dinosaurs. Hate to disappoint you. But you pull up in there and you can't miss it. This building he has it in is huge. He has a town in the building called Billsville, I think is what it's called. But it's got a jail in it, got a police station in it, it has a bar in it, a restaurant, and just so many different collectibles. It's really, really awesome. You just got to go there. And if you're there on the right weekend, he sometimes has the Wall of Death going there. He has a Wall of Death there that's not set up all the time. But one or two times in the summer, he has the folks from one of the Wall of Deaths. I think it's American Motordrome. Yeah, matter of fact, I know it is. American Motordrome's Wall of Death. And they come, set it up, and they ride there at Bill's. But him and his wife, good people. Get there. Okay. Something else of importance. We got press passes to Hellbender Hootenanny by Summersville Lake in wild, wonderful West Virginia. The event will be from June 25th to the 28th. Me and Dimples will go. We're only going to be there one day because, well, quite frankly, Dimples can't put up with being around me for like, more than 1.5 days at a time. But a guy named Steve Postlethwaite puts it on. This is their 5th year. This will be their 5th year. But I've never been there. But from what I've seen and the pictures and what he has planned, it looks like a hell of an event. Like, they have the Wall of Death there. I'm not sure which Wall of Death act, but they have a Wall of Death act. They have a bike show. The bike, you got to check out their site on Facebook, Hellbender Hootenanny. You got to see the bike they're giving away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They'll have some, bike shows. They'll have musical entertainment. And me and Dimples will be there. So if you go, which I suggest you should, and you see us, flag us on down and say hi. Okay. One of the things we get a lot of mail here, and one of the things people are always asking, can't you afford shirts with sleeves on them? No, I can't. So send me money. Send me money. That's all I got to say about it. 425 Reber Road, West Liberty, Kentucky, 41472. And no, I don't get these shirts any cheaper because they're lacking sleeves. But I do like them, except for in the winter. I don't hardly ever wear them in the winter. Something else I've been asked a few times. What do you shave your head with? A guy just the other day asked me, can I get my head that smooth with an electric razor? Because when I use a razor blade, I get bumps on my head. Well, I don't know what that's all about, but if you're really curious, getting back to the head shaving stuff. I had a lady come up to me a few weeks ago and she said, "You sick, bald-headed degenerate. You're gonna rot and burn in hell. You are the spawn of Satan and an evil SOB. And I told her, ma'am, I am not bald-headed. I shave my head. There's a difference. Anyway, with that in mind, and the other guy asking me about electric razor, here's what I use for my head. The old type with the blade in it. If you can, get the German blades. They're the best. But they work great. And way cheaper than them things you buy. Oh, we got 5 blades in here and it's wonderful. Yeah, 5 blades. They're real close together. They clog up. They are a pain in the ass. Here's the way to do it. Don't waste money on those 5-bladed razors. Buy these, save money, use it on gas and motorcycle parts. Another thing on that, I kind of did a unpaid advertisement for Milos. And I was getting the extra sweet Milos because I like it extra sweet. And Dimples, she's concerned about sugar intake, which I'm not. I think sugar is a health food. But she got the Milo's Zero Sugar Sweet Tea, and she told me, oh, it's delicious, you know? And I thought, bullshit. If it don't have sugar in it, it's not going to be delicious. Sugar is a wonderful thing. But I want to tell you something. I got the Milo's, sugar-free. Well, she brought it to me. I drank it. It tastes sweeter. I don't know how they did it, but it tastes sweeter than their extra sweet tea. So anyway, buy a Milo's. And if you like it, write them and tell them I told you about it, and they should really pay me to do the advertisement here. But, as always, I want you to like the page and subscribe to it, the channel. I hope you're entertained by what we got to offer here. If you're not, well, it's your fault, not ours. That's all there is to it. Before I go, I want to say a few things about this fiasco called Party at the Pen. I asked these people 3 times for press passes to the event. Like I told you before, I'm not about to pay $80 for 2 tickets to get into a show that I'm given a whole bunch of free publicity for. Publicity that's worth thousands of dollars. It sets a bad precedence, for all of us in the moto journalism trade. And it's never expected. You're never expected to pay when you're gone in to do a story on it or make a video that's going to be on YouTube. Well, and if you don't want me there, if you don't want to give me press passes, at least have the balls and the professionalism to say, "No, Mr. Hall, we're not giving you press passes." Instead, these people just ignored me. But that's not the only problem I have with the Party at the Pen. For those of you who've been in a penitentiary, you'll know being in a pen is no party. And these guys get these fake prison pictures made while they're there. Why? Why would you want to pretend you were in prison? Do you think that's funny? There's nothing funny about being in prison. And I don't know about the state system, but with the federal system, there's a whole lot of guys in there for total bullshit, and they shouldn't be there. Bogus gun charges. We live in America. We're supposed to be allowed to own any gun we want, whether you're a felon or not. All of our founding fathers were considered felons by the English government. That is a fact. Yeshua the Christ, some people wrongly called Jesus. He was a felon. All his disciples were felons. Yes, felons should be allowed to own guns. But my point is, no matter what, penitentiary is no joke. And for these guys to, get these goofy fake prison photos taken, you're just showing your ass. You really are. And a lot of them that were doing it, they wouldn't survive a day and a half in a federal penitentiary. I know you'll hear people say, 3 hots in a cot and the best medical care money can buy. Yeah, that's just lovely. If you think it's all that great and all that good, commit some little crime and go there. Of course, be forewarned, if you commit a federal crime, the feds hardly ever give out less than 10 years. And, but you want a weight loss program? Commit a crime and go to jail. I lost 60 pounds in 2 months. And for those of you who say, well, you shouldn't have done the crime, I say right there, what I did owning guns as a federal felon, not a real felon. I've never been convicted of a felony, but the feds consider any misdemeanor that could have carried 12 months to be a felony. And their law trumps state law. And hardly anybody knows about that law, and I didn't know about that law. When they arrested me, they asked the state police why they didn't arrest me, Pennsylvania State Police. And Pennsylvania State Police said he has done nothing to violate Pennsylvania law. I don't think, if I didn't do anything to violate my own state's laws, I don't think I should have been in prison for 8 years, 11 months. But I don't want no pity party. That ain't the point of this. The point of this is this party at the pen. They were trying to act like, being in the penitentiary is some sort of a funny thing. It's a shame because the bikes that were there are my kind of bikes. And if you're subscribing to this channel, if you're watching this channel a lot, it's probably your kind of bikes too. No bullshit, Barco Lounger seat on it, no $8,000 stereos, no bullshit like that, no cup holders, just real freaking bikes, air-cooled motorcycles, the way they're supposed to be. Speaking of air-cooled motorcycles, I've been hearing it through the grapevine, and I think the motor company is finally saying it too, that they're going to be making a Sportster again. An air-cooled Sportster. Glad to hear it. Maybe the motor company might be learning something. Speaking of the motor company, and yeah, I already said I was about ready to sign off, but I lied, The motor company sues people for making black market T-shirts like this. They came to Kentucky, this little itty-bitty, it's not even a town, of Izell. They have like a gas station, a pawn shop, a little restaurant, and a bank, and this other little store that was selling Harley shirts, unlicensed, and fireworks. Harley sent their big buck lawyers down from Milwaukee and sued these people, got 25 grand off them and a cease and desist order so they can't sell Harley shirts, black market shirts anymore. Come on, that's slimy. Harley used to not give a shit as long as they figured it was free advertising. Let somebody put out T-shirts. But they found out there was a ton of money in, selling their shirts for ridiculous prices, and they found out that some fools would pay the ridiculous prices. And if they put the squeeze on the people charging $10 for a Harley shirt, actually in Izell, it was less than $10 they were selling Harley shirts for. But if they put the squeeze on them, they figure they can sell more $40, $50 T-shirts, all right? But this is a shirt. I was talking to my buddy Dustin and told him I could not, you couldn't buy anymore because of the Harley crackdown. I'd rather have a sister in a whorehouse than a brother on a Honda. Harley fucking Davidson. Contact me and I can get you one of these. But we'll do it on the down low. Harley lawyers, don't bother contacting me. I'll know the ruse. But my buddy Dustin, I just mentioned that I couldn't find a shirt like this, and he had a couple made for me. So, if you want one or two or 23, get a hold of me and maybe we can fix you up with some, or any other politically incorrect shirt that you want, or politically correct one. We can do that. But anyway, great talking to you again, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please like it, please subscribe to it, follow it, and catch every episode. If this is the first episode you've seen, go back and see the other episodes. Greatly appreciate your support. And we will be, like I said, at the Hellbender Hootenanny. We'll make a video of it and show you here. Plus, I'm going to be submitting an article to the newest rendition of Easy Riders. I'll be submitting an article to them for publication. And we'll see how that goes. You take care.